Good afternoon, everybody. I am the only Zebro in America.
I am Hap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a spot where we all come together and talk about shit that you probably heard about, didn't hear about, really don't care to hear about. But really what we just want to do is just get high and be funny. So, welcome.
Welcome. I feel welcome here in this lovely environment.
Yeah, it's a little warm, but
Well, in this particular room that we're sitting in, it is warm. But outside of this room, it is extremely cold.
Yeah, even downstairs has a nice little chill to it. It feels like dead people are downstairs.
Like, it's brisk.
Like, if you bring Zach Braggins down here, he'll be like, I know you're in here, and I don't give a fuck that your mom's a whore. Push me down the stairs, you fucking ghost.
Oh, and then gets pushed down the steps and a broken neck at the end of a concrete basement.
Or he gets possessed, and he's like, I was going to fucking choke you out, bro. No, shout out Zach Braggins, because that's my shit. I used to love fucking Ghost Adventures until he got the douchebag glasses and tattoos.
Yes.
No, I don't really care for him.
To be completely honest, I had forgotten who Zach Braggins was until you told me, until you just mentioned Ghost Adventures. Yeah. And then I'm just like, oh. Because I had heard the name before because I'm a big fan. It's just been a millennia since I've watched the show.
Yeah. Once they started breaking out to having other people, it wasn't just those same three people. It was like 6 white people in the van with laptops and microphones and shit. And then it was like all kind of editing and production value added to it. I was like,
It was like Scooby-Doo meets the Geek Squad.
It was literally Scooby-Doo meeting the Geek Squad. Like, Zoinkers, did you see that? No, we didn't see shit, Saggy. But if you look 3 degrees to your left, there's a temperature drop of 46 degrees. I think there might be an anomaly there. Pull out your spirit detector. Yep, there's a spirit right there.
Ask him how he feels in the overworld, because I know he's not in the underworld.
So, first thing that we have on our agenda today will be a review. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be trying out number 1 Stunna.
What?
Number 1 Stunna.
What?
From Bullseye Gardens, baby. This here is a 60-40 indica sativa. And let me tell you, we haven't even opened a bag yet, but you can see the purple through it. And it's just...
I can smell it through the bag, baby.
Yeah, baby. Says that on the back here, it's got 23.4 total THCs, was something that we really don't care about because we looking for terpenes, baby.
What was the THC level that we saw? The last stuff we smoked was 26, I think.
26, yeah.
Yep.
It
was delicious too.
So yeah, and this here is a tier 2 indica from I think I got this from Sunnyside actually. Yeah, I got this from Sunnyside. So shout out Cresco and everything they do out there. We love Sunnyside. I love Sunnyside, truthfully.
Well, it should be interesting.
So yeah, this would be interesting,
Especially since it's an indica. They say indica, couch. We got the Bengals game coming up in 2 hours, so my bums will be planted to them seats. Yeah.
This will probably be good for that, because, man, if they win, you won't be acting too crazy.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Even if I was on horse tranquilizers, if we won, I'm going
waking up.
I'm going out if we win.
Hopefully. Did you guys peep the awkward silence right there? That's how you know one of us has anxiety and the other doesn't.
Oh man. That's hilarious.
That is actually pretty funny.
But yes, I will not be going out because I said it on the last podcast that if we win the Super Bowl, I'm going out.
Super Bowl. That's why I didn't say nothing too. I was like, all right, because if you fuck around and win the Super Bowl, then we gotta go to a fucking strip club or something.
And
we gotta raise the bar.
Go to a gun range.
Actually, that doesn't sound like a horrible idea.
In Redneckville.
That sounds like a horrible idea. In Virginia. We'll go to a gun range in West Virginia. We're black, if you didn't know, by the way.
I'm actually multicolored.
Yes, I'm multifaceted. That doesn't apply here, does it? I don't think I would use the right word in the right context.
So let me take a good look at this here. Ooh, this is my first time actually looking at it in the light. It's quite hairy. Inside the bag. Hairy. He hasn't cracked open the bag yet, but it is quite hairy. Like pretty much like my ex-girlfriend's butthole. It's purple too. There's a lot of similarities between this weed and my ex-girlfriend's butthole. It's hairy, it's purple, and it's somehow ginger still.
Oh, I was thinking Indian, so close enough. Yep. So what we got here is some really pretty blood. Let me get this tray here.
I don't know how it happened, but you removed the seal. You know, usually there's a seal that's like on a Ziploc baggy type stuff. There's a seal where you can crack it open and then you get it. You cracked the seal, didn't even open the bag.
Nope.
And I could smell it.
Yeah.
That's potent.
Yeah, this stuff, as soon as I open it.
Oh, good Lord. It smells like candy.
It smells like candy. It smells like candy and buttered popcorn.
Mmm. Ooh, well, I smell candy.
And like a flower. It smells like I put my head inside of
Oh, God, that smells fantastic.
It's like a garden of buttered popcorn nerds.
I just want to dip my testicles in them.
Oh, yeah. And you know, of course, we shall be smoking out of none other than a high hemp company, organic wrap. These here are 100% organic hemp, GMO-free, tobacco-free, baby. Product of Amsterdam.
Vegan, too.
Vegan. I don't know how you get a vegan wrap, but...
I think in some of the stuff they got some type of... I don't know.
Yeah, because all I can see is them feeding a tree leaves, and I thought...
Actually, I think how I know how you have the vegan wrap. See, what they do is the hemp is grown from the weeds, and the weeds, they somehow intertwine with goat milk.
Goat milk! See, but that's the variable I always get stuck at, because I'm like, I can see the hemp intertwining with something outside, but... Goat milk actually makes it make sense, because who would have ever thought of goat milk?
To be completely honest, I was talking absolutely out of my ass.
Yeah, I know.
Goat milk. Yes.
We're going to slide these little nuggets out.
Oh, good Lord.
They're pretty heavy. Pretty heavy nugs, too, which is actually pretty cool.
Oh, wow. This is absolutely...
These are definitely some iced out nuggets, too, here. Really icy. Trichomes are going crazy on it. You put it under the light, and it's like, what's it, Studio 74? John Travolta is now sniffing my shoulder. I don't know why, but maybe he thinks it's a disco ball.
Oh, my Lord.
Maybe he thinks it's an A-ball.
Do you remember those, as a child, when I go to the store, there would be like these styrofoam balls in like Home Goods type stores, or like Ace One or
Ace One,
Pier One, not Pier One.
I was gonna say, what the hell is an Ace One? That's some fucking
Pier
Ohio
One
shit.
No, Pier One, like, you know, the furniture stores, but they were like the high class, weird looking furniture stores.
Yeah,
and they'd have these weird, big old white styrofoam looking balls. And you couldn't squeeze them because they were so dense.
They were so dense, yeah.
And that's exactly how I feel like this weed is. Like, I am squeezing it with my fingers. Like, I'm giving it a good squeeze.
Yeah.
And most weed, when you squeeze it, it kind of compresses.
Mm-hmm.
This is not. I am literally squeezing this son of a bitch.
And let's be honest, a lot of the weed that you get from the dispensary, guys, if you're medical or if you're I don't know what your situation, recreational, but whatever your situation may be, because I'd boof weed. So
wait, hold on, pause.
Sorry.
Do you know what boof means?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Shout out What Ezra. Everybody shop on whatezra.com and get your Just Boof It tees, sweaters, hats, and any other merch that he has out there as well. Keychains, coffee mugs, whatever you like.
Stickers.
Paintings.
Yeah, paintings.
Vinyls, you know. Paintings. He's actually got really good art. So if you're really thinking that booth line was funny, you should get some merch because I rock my Just Boof It tee everywhere.
And he just changed his signature, so I
don't know. Very soon.
I don't know if he's has still some of his old stuff. So you might want to grab it now, before he starts putting the new signature on stuff, and then you'll miss out. You'll own some pretty unique stuff if you do it now.
Yeah,
don't want to miss it. Shout out to Ezra. Love
Shout
everybody.
out to Ezra. Yeah, this is some really pretty weed though. Like I said too, man. Sometimes the weed you get from the dispensary is pretty dry, you know, especially compared to the black market. You know, when you get weed from the street, sometimes it's too wet still. You know, it'll be super soft. It won't even break up in a grinder too much. But this right here, I almost put it in a grinder. Because normally weed from the dispensary, I just squeeze that shit and roll it up.
Yeah,
you know, I put it through. I have a little grinder card here that I've got from herbguard.com is where I actually got one of my concealed containers from.
See, I was wondering what this was.
Yeah, it's a grind card, and it actually did nothing to the weed. It was the weed was stronger than the grind card, so I ended up just doing it with my fingers anyway.
That's insane.
Well,
because this grind card I'm running my fingers through it. It's a
cheese grater in a credit card.
Yeah, this would, if you decided to use this as a weapon, you can fuck someone's world up.
Yeah, I can definitely hurt you. Tired of being just. Tired of being doggy. Get to be touching. Fucking rake your face. So, like, even from the smell, it just has a really grassy.
I still say candy.
Like, taste to it. I mean, this is so earthy and herbally, like. Smells like candy. Wow, 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 it smells like candy. So yeah, and the major terps that are in here are myrcene with 3.62, limonene, which is my favorite. Just gives you that orange rind, that citrus rind flavor, taste. That's 3.34, but the carfilling is 6.29, man. And that right there, that is the smell that I'm really getting. I'm getting that real just out of the dirt, peppery kind of smell from it,
This is, to me, it still smells like candy.
It smells like candy to you? So I just get that, like...
Well, see, you are more
almost like an oregano.
You, sir, are more of a connoisseur to the weed pharmaceutical era than I am. I am just a simpleton who yet smokes marijuana, who loves marijuana, and is funny.
He just loves to consume. He is a consumer and a great consumer.
Yes.
I just so happen to want to interpret, but I digress. So, what we have here is one blunt. We rolled in, it's not a blunt, it's a hemp wrap, rather. But we rolled in hemp wrap of High Hemp Co. original flavored wraps of number one Stunna, baby.
What?
No. We're going to do that every single time somebody says number one Stunna.
What?
Hopefully the baby don't come in here and press down on us. All three of y'all.
Walks in.
Put some respect on my name. So what we have right here, guys, is liftoff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We should get like
I forgot it.
Countdown sounds and shit. I'm gonna get some stuff like that. Add some value to the production.
Get yourself I know I said I was gonna bring it last time, but then I forget. Niggas be forgetting.
I wonder why.
Definitely get yourself. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with this herbal, but get yourself a stream deck, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Like
I need to get one.
Even if you don't stream, you can use it for this. You could push buttons and get sound effects and stuff and junk. It's a fun thing because we use it on our Nerd Word podcast.
True.
So I think it's...
Which you guys all need to check out. Make sure you guys all check out the Nerd Word podcast, available on
Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcast. And you can also check out the videos live on Twitch every weekend. And then you can see them on YouTube after.
That right there, folks, we call a shameless plug. So after my first, I would say 3 or 4 hits, that is some good weed, baby. Not only is it nice and strong, get you that nice burny feeling in your throat, that feeling that I want to feel when I hit some weed, you know, because I want to feel like I actually smoked something. But again, I just keep getting that herbal, peppery, kind of fruity flavor to it, man. Like,
well, peppery is definitely not the word that I would personally use. It's definitely got that, doesn't have the same tingle on the top of your mouth that the other
like
stuff
the other
does.
one, yeah.
But it definitely does have a good taste. It does have a very good taste. It's not, the smell is misleading to the taste. But it does have a very earthy taste, almost kind of sour, as if you were like dip a blade of grass into some Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, some Sour Patch Kids, yeah.
But it's still like it's almost like a tease, you know. Like, have you ever had a LaCroix?
Oh yeah.
It's literally it's supposed to like
flavored,
but it's like having one Skittle dropped in seltzer.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a hint of flavor in that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. This is good too, and it's nice and strong. It's definitely makes me cough more than the Budino did.
Yes, that was the Budino. Yes, that's the one we had last time.
Yep.
But it's definitely still
some good, powerful, good weed. Something I wouldn't suggest smoking around. You know,
open flames.
No. See, zoned out right there. Bam. I would suggest smoking this when you got shit to do soon.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this will definitely, I feel like this will definitely put you down on the couch, which I actually enjoy.
See, sometimes I enjoy that as well because sometimes I like to sit because most of my work is done while sitting.
Exactly.
So while I'm sitting, I can still work and I can still game.
Yeah. I think when I sit down, that's when I get my best thinking, my best ideas out, and my best, you know, work done. You feel me?
There's also the same way for sativas because sativas, they get your head there.
That makes me move.
And it makes me move. But
yeah,
also
that makes me move.
And also movement also helps me come up with best ideas. Like I come up with good ideas on the treadmill, on the bike.
And we have this thing, man, when we come up with some of our ideas, because we call each other Point Fifth for a reason. And when we come up with these ideas, we'll be in the most weirdest positions. Like, he might be reading the Bible, and I'll be doing a handstand against the wall, and it'll be like, I got it! Ding! Ding! Yeah, exactly.
So, before, I know you have a list of things that you wanted to go over today, but with that, I now have to know, what is the weirdest place that you have had an idea? Like the weirdest place, position.
That I've had an idea?
Mm-hmm.
I used to write all my music walking. I wrote some of my best songs walking. And they'll be like, all right, I'm from Chicago, so I'll be in some of these crazy neighborhoods in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? Listen to Bone Thugs. And these motherfuckers will come out with a track, and at the end of it, it'll be like a wind howl. And I'll be in this alley by myself, and I'm like, either a werewolf is gonna get me or these niggas. Thank God I got these heroes tatted on me. Nigga bars, nigga. Some of my dopest bars ever came out when I was walking down the street, and I felt like I was finna die. I was finna either be in a rap video or fucking Underworld, nigga.
Oh boy, that's funny.
What about you? Where would you say you got your bet? What is the weirdest place that you came up with an idea?
I have a few.
Oh, see.
But the weirdest, like I have like the weirdest one, and the one that's just like how. But I think the weirdest place that I've had an idea was in court. Because you got nothing but time. Because they always tell you to get there at a certain time. Yeah. And you always thinking, like, in my head, you're the first one there. You're gonna be in and out. But when you're in there, there's like 12 motherfuckers in front of you. Yeah. So you're sitting there, and each person spends a half hour pleading their case. Yeah. So you're sitting there. So obviously, I'm just sitting there bored as shit. I don't have my phone on because I don't want the judge to be looking at, looking at you like, nigga, what are you doing? Nigga, what are you doing? So I want to avoid that.
You're writing rap lyrics back there, nigga?
Because you want to go to jail, right? You don't have plenty of time for that. But no, I think I was sitting in court, actually, before I went to jail.
Just sitting, plenty of time for that.
Just thinking about like some video, because it was at the time where I was actually like really into it, or just starting. It was just starting before, because it was 2013.
Okay.
So I was just sitting there coming up with the same thing, music ideas and video ideas, and I was sitting there to myself thinking it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna do this when I go home, start writing these ideas down. And unfortunately, I didn't go home that day, so I forgot every single one of them.
That is actually hilarious. So while we were talking about creating, that brings us to our first subject.
Yes.
So one thing that we share in common is, besides our love for media, is the weed. Mm-hmm. So if you can name your own weed, what would you name it?
Oh. Ooh, okay. If I could name my own weed, it wouldn't be something conventional like number one Stunna. Wop wop wop. It would be something completely oblong and oblique. It would be something like jeez. I'm gonna, to set this up, I'm gonna take it from where and why I would name the weed what I would, and you would probably get where it is from. Okay. I would totally name my weed. Hello, 911, I lost my phone. That would be the name of the marijuana that I would make. So there you have it. I would name something completely, because that would let you know how strong it is. Yeah. If you have to pick up your phone. Yeah. Your phone and call 911 to tell them that you lost your phone. I
lost my phone.
So that would be, would probably be one of mine.
See, now I'm glad you say that, because that lets me know that we're on the same page. Because there's a movie on Netflix right now, and it's called The Woman in the Window Across the Street from the House on the Corner, or something like that. And I would definitely name my weed something crazy like that. Like, you remember that one time when we were over at that one place?
Where was that one place at?
That will be the name of the strain.
Oh, God. That will
be the name of the strain, and the reason why you just reacted like that will be the reason why it will be the best weed on the planet.
You are absolutely right.
Because motherfuckers just thought you just changed the whole subject, and then literally they minds went racked, and you're like, no, the weed, nigga. Bring it back home, baby.
Oh God, I actually might have another one that I would name it.
Go for it. Let me hear it.
It's called Help, I Can Hear My Blood.
Oh my God. The 30 Days of Night quote too.
Oh my God. As you can tell, I got my inspiration from these sweet strands from Ted.
Yeah. You know what else would be a good one? Princess Diana's lip balm. Princess Diana's lip balm. Bro, tell me that shit don't sound like this. Smack! All I'm trying to say, look, hey, roll up some of that Princess Di lip balm. I got you, bruh.
How about you roll up some of that? They're following me. How long have they been following me?
Man. All I know is I got a bag of that Sammy Davis Jr. in the back of a Cadillac with Dean Martin and Muhammad Ali on Sunday night driving past Sunset Boulevard. Like, damn, where you get that shit from, Taekwon?
Oh, Taekwon up on 38th Street?
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit, he sold me some of that Schnickel Fritz.
Oh, bro. Well, you ever had his cookies? He makes one hell of a snickerdoodle.
I haven't. He don't like me.
I love snickerdoodles.
Oh.
If anyone's listening out here, you can always send me snickerdoodles. Just go ahead and email me for my contact information. It is 123 go to hell.
Dude, you don't want some... Speaking of cookies, I know. It's got me thinking I might have to DoorDash me some. If you live in an area that has one of these, it's a place called Crumble.
Crumble with an L?
Yes. All
Crumbl.
Yeah, all crumbles have an L in them.
Yeah, that's all right. I should have said that before I just...
You could have just said crumble without the E. Because I think that's how you spell it.
That's harder.
Either way, Crumble has the most fantastic cookies in the world. If I have time to stop there, I might actually get some.
If your grandma is still alive, don't go to Crumble because Crumble charges like $8 a cookie. That is not an exaggeration. That shit is crazy.
It is. They're expensive as fuck,
It's
but
crazy.
they're so good.
It's good. But just go to your grandma's house. Just go to grandma's, man. Grandma definitely probably got better cookies than Crumble.
Over the hills into the woods, it's grandma's house we go.
Unless your grandma's a stripper, because these modern days, man, grandmas be like 38. That shit be wild, nigga. You were like, God damn, you got 2 kids? Like, man, I got 5 of them things, nigga. She do hair, sell weed, sell crack, strip, fold clothes, and runs a laundromat. That shit's crazy.
It has more kids than a daycare.
Speaking of kids, so we might be a day late and $1 short. Sometimes I'm always tardy to the party, but I'm at the party. You hear me? But there's a young lady out here that is filing a lawsuit against Aubrey Drake Graham for having intercourse with her with a condom that was draped in hot sauce to quote unquote kill the kids, to kill the babies in it.
Well, to clarify, because if you don't know the story, that sounds like he put the condom on and then had sex with her. But what had happened was they had sex. He went to the bathroom, put hot sauce in the condom, and disposed of it so that she wouldn't do what she tried to do. So that was on her.
See, well, now I heard some shit about her saying, like, she was burning. She went to the hospital because she said she was burning.
Yes. She went
so
to the
she tried to make it seem like
she went to the bathroom.
She got burned because of the condom having hot sauce on it?
No, she went to the bathroom. According to the story that I read, there's multiple variations.
Yeah, I only read one.
I only read one as well. So this is interesting. So the one that I read said that she went to the bathroom after he went to the bathroom, and she put the condom up inside of her without knowing that there was hot sauce in it.
Wow.
To try to trap him and get him with you the daddy.
With a baby. Yeah. See, and that's funny because I heard everything up until that point.
Okay.
So, because I was wondering why her vajayjay was burning if he put hot sauce on the Oh, you trifling little bitch, you. You trifling little bitch. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not only genius, but you heard it here. You're going to hear it right here, folks. Drake, if you ever hear this, you need to start your own condom brand. Drake, just think about all the money that would come pouring in if Drake dropped the Flamin' Hot Magnums, nigga. The Flamin' Hot Magnums would set the streets on fire. Yo, imagine if Drake had Flamin' Hot Magnums and extra hot Trojans, right? And they were all orange tinted. Like after you eat Flamin' Hots and then you get the fucking sauce off your fingers and shit, the powder, and you get that orange tint. What if the condoms was the same color, bro? and it's safe to insert, but if somebody was to go down on you and to suck on the condom, it tastes like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Bro, tell me, man, chill out. People be chewing on condoms like it's bubble gum.
No, see, here's the thing, but what would happen if you put it inside? Does it?
They've been putting fucked up shit inside of people for centuries. I'm sure they could find a way to put flaming hot powder inside of a human orifice and not kill them. Just make the lube flaming hot flavored. Ointment. Flavor ointment lube. Imagine that, bro. Come on. He can have a whole line of contraceptives of flaming hots. Drake's Flamin' Hot Lube. Drake's Flamin' Hot Magnums. Drake's Flamin' Hot Trojans. Drake's Flamin' Hot Plan Bs. You can get the Plan Cs, and it's him and Chester the Cheetah on there. and they smiling, nigga. He got a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and Chester's got a fucking condom. Bro, I would buy the shit out of that.
Well, my question is, would having a woman use Flamin' Hot lube, would that be like sticking icy hot up inside of her?
I'll never know.
But how would that feel for the guy? Because you got Flamin' Hot on, would that be like icy hot on your penis?
No, because it's on the outside.
Fair? Okay, so
see, I was nudging him. Because he knows.
I don't know if I honestly, I'm not a man of intercourse. I'm not a man who has intercourse. That
sounds like you were stuck at an intersection. Go ahead. I'm not a man of intercourse. You're giving somebody the right away.
I'm not a man who has much intercourse, so I can't really say. But I feel like I would not want to buy Drake's Flamin' Hot condoms. I feel like that would be uncomfortable for her.
I don't use condoms. Well, I'm in a committed relationship.
Yeah, but already with chillins.
I would still buy Drake's Flamin' Hot condoms. I buy shit and hang it on my wall all the time. I got all kind of shit on these walls in here. I would definitely put some Drake's Flamin' Hot condoms on my wall.
Oh my glip glop glorp norps. That's hilarious. That is so hilarious.
I think you feel me. So, today is Saturday, January 22nd, 2022. That's a lot of twos right there, baby, for all you two lovers. So, it is actually divisional round playoffs in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let the man take over for this one because I want him to root on his team.
Well, see, that's where you're wrong. Because we got a couple of good games today. We've got the Cincinnati Bengals, my team, who they playing against the Tennessee Titans at 4:30 p.m. on CBS, and then you also got San Francisco 49ers and the number one.
No, we're not talking about that team. That's it. It's just the 49ers are playing some other football team.
Green Bay Packers. He's a Chicago fan.
No, we don't talk about the Whackers. We don't talk about the Whackers.
So, but by your point, I love the Bengals. The Bengals are obviously my favorite team from Cincinnati. So I love Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow will put up numbers regardless. There's no way you can stop Joe Burrow and that three-headed monster at wide receiver. And Joe Mixon, when he gets hot, he's one of the best running backs. But they are going to be going up against the best running back in King Henry with him returning. I don't know how limited he's going to be, how much he's going to play. But one way or another, we know that he's with him on the field, he's going to get the ball.
Yeah.
And he's not one to take lightly. Whether he's got a fractured foot, a healthy foot, metal plates in his foot, he will hit you, and it's still going to feel like getting hit by a Mack truck.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be a war in nutrition today, I think. I think
Yes.
it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
I think it will. I think it actually who gets the most stops. The Tennessee Titans have probably.
Well, that typically makes you win.
Yeah. This is true. Yeah, you're very right.
I feel you.
But the Tennessee Titans have probably or the lower half of the pass defense. Mm-hmm. And, with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, who are just the best combination of football since Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. Sorry. Sorry.
We're going to go ahead and cut this podcast short, guys. I'm going to kill somebody. I got to walk the dog.
You don't have a dog? Oh, no, what?
No. You don't have a dog. Exactly.
With him.
You the dog, motherfucker.
I figured it out. But with him, Chase, T. Higgins, it's going to be hard for them to stop, but I don't know. It's going to be tough. I feel like the Bengals can win, but sure. I don't feel like the Bengals will win.
I totally agree. I think the Bengals can win. I don't think the Bengals will win, just because I just think Tennessee is just a slightly better team. Yeah. I think the Bengals are taking a lot of people by surprise.
Yes.
And they're playing really good football, but also they winning in the fourth quarter after dog fights. You know what I mean? That's not a good tactic to rely on.
It's not.
Even the Chiefs rely on their whole careers last year. Their whole season for the past 2 seasons has been that, coming back in the fourth quarters and doing these dog fights, and, it's catching up to them now. They're still a great football team, but they're not the Chiefs of 2020.
Yeah.
But
2019, actually, that's when they won the Super Bowl. Yeah.
But everybody in Ohio goes to Tennessee all the time. They are always in Gatlinburg. Now, all of a sudden, they're rivals. So, being somebody outside looking in, this shit is hilarious, son. Because now everybody from Cincinnati hates Tennessee. They got, Cincinnati Bengals safe spots and safe havens and shit from Jeff Ruby out there. And I think it's hilarious. I think this game is more polarizing than the Niners about to stomp all over the Cheeseheads. So,
well, am I allowed to talk about that game at all? Can I talk about that? Okay. Yeah. I just want to, because what I'm about to say here is I don't want no animosity, because I know that you are a diehard Chicago Bears fan who are no longer in the playoffs.
Bear down. We were never in the playoffs. We didn't do very good that year.
Yeah, this year, definitely bear down. Y'all had Andy Dalton. That was your first mistake. That was your first mistake. Yeah. But to be completely honest,
he beat y'all?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Justin Fields beat us.
No, Andy Dalton beat y'all. Andy Dalton got hurt that game.
Yeah, the first quarter.
And he was the only one that scored. That was the only points that got scored. It was Andy Dalton's touchdown.
What are you talking about? It was 20. It was
like
20 to
10
13.
Or something. Yeah. It was all field goals. It was one touchdown scored that game.
It might have been. I don't know.
It was Andy Dalton's in the first quarter.
Oh, and a couple of pick six.
Yeah, pick six.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Now I remember. Yep. So, fuck
Andy
you.
Dalton beat you.
Actually, Andy Dalton has had our number ever since he left.
And he just beat when we just stomped on whoever it was, the Giants or whatever. Mm-hmm. He was a quarterback then too.
Yeah.
He stumped all over the Giants.
But let Andy Dalton see the Bengals when they got Joe Burrow actually playing.
He was playing then too.
It was week 2.
It don't matter.
It was week. Was it week 2 or was it week 3? It was week 2.
It was early. I don't.
But also, it was his second game coming back from a major ACL MCL injury.
What matters? What you say? Well, the only thing that matters is the W.
It did. This is true. Y'all got the W.
Bear down.
Okay, I'll let you have it. They got the win. I'll let you have it. I'll let him gloat on that win. But it doesn't matter, because here we are.
Yep.
In week 22. So we'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm the sponsor. And today's word is fuddy-duddy. A person who doesn't want to be involved with modern trends. Fuddy-duddy. And that is the word from the sponsors. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up with Hab's prediction on this final game. So what do you think? Who do you think is going to win tonight between the Niners and the Whackers?
I love you. I cherish our friendship, but I don't think the 49ers can keep up with the Packers. I don't.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I think the Whackers are going to win, even though I don't want them to. But it's cold, and they're in Lambeau. So.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this is gonna beat the Packers anyway, though. So it's all good.
Yeah.
all good because the Packers have no defense. So
now I did say this earlier. I was talking to you off the record. If somehow the Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers are both playing the number 1 seed in their conference, if somehow they are in their division, if somehow they both beat their number 1, I'm saying we may see a three-peat for the 49ers and the Bengals.
yeah.
And if that happens, I ain't watching as a Bengals
They
fan.
say about third time's the charm, though.
They do, and we got Joey Burrow, but we had Joe. They had Joe Montana then. They had Jerry Rice. They had Steve Young. Did Steve Young play the second one?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't think so. But either way, we had Ken Anderson. I still couldn't do it.
Yeah, because I don't even know who Ken Anderson is.
No, but see, us Bengals fans, we know who they.
Well, there you go. That's why he lost.
You know what?
Yeah, Ken Anderson.
No, he's actually the best Bengals quarterback in Bengals history.
Oh, well, that's saying something.
Look.
Hey, so we would also like to
Cutting deep here. Cutting deep.
We would like to introduce a new segment here that we like to call Ruffled Feathers.
All right. You know what the fuck ruffles my feathers?
What's that?
People who drive fucking slow in the left lane. I mean, why the fuck are you doing that? Especially if there's 3 fucking lanes that you could be choosing from. You choose the far left, which is designated for the people who are driving faster, at least a little bit faster than the speed limit. We don't want anyone knowing that we are driving, exceedingly fast in that lane. But you know what the fuck I mean. Why is it that always some slow son of a bitch, sometimes it's old people, most of the times it's old people, when you get off your ramp and you're driving on the freeway, you don't merge all the way over to the left lane to go fucking 60 and a 65. Are you sightseeing? Are you on drugs? Because if you're on drugs, you might as well pull over. And I'll pull over with you, and then we'll share the drugs. But get the fuck out of my way! I've got places to be, I've got people to screw, and I've got other people to screw over. That is what ruffles my feathers.
It pretty much ruffles my feathers, too, because I don't understand why people get on the highway and drive under the speed limit. You might as well just walk.
You see what I'm saying?
Just walk.
Why?
The fuck out of the way.
I mean, if you walk, yes. That way, if I accidentally hit you over, it's still your fault, and I should not be considered a liability for that.
Yeah.
You're the idiot.
Because the right of way just means you had the right to get the fuck out of my way, and you didn't, so...
I don't like to draw attention to myself when I'm driving because, I could be picking my nose or smoking a blunt or fucking, who knows, beating off. I don't know. I don't want people looking at me, so I don't honk. But fuck! You make my blood pressure boil.
And ladies and gentlemen, that will wrap up this week's episode of Best Buds Podcast. I am Point Fifth.
I am Point Fifth.
And we are Best Buds. We hope you enjoyed everything that you heard here today. And you can follow us all on all the best social media
I can't keep up.
platforms. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, BigWalk, Instagram, Wikipedia, Google Maps, whatever you want to do. Just search us up. I'm going to let the man go first.
You can find me on
tell the people where they can find you
on NerdWord. You can find me on NerdWord, which is also on Spotify and Apple Podcast.
And you can catch me, Zebro in America, on all social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. We hope you guys are staying warm, staying safe, and staying out of the way. We can't wait till you guys hear the next episode. And, be good.
Or be good at it. Please don't sue me. I'm sorry.
Number
1 Stunna.
What?